Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 39 of Crusader Kings 2. Before I start, a very big thank you to my Patreon supporter Gamer Cowboy for sponsoring this entire series with his generous donation on Patreon. It really is appreciated, several months in a row now as well, so thank you very much. So we can't really start any more wars now. We've got a few claims and things that we can use and we can press, but the biggest issue at the moment is that all of our neighbours, well, we only really have one neighbour and we've got a truce with him, so we've got to wait for the king to die, or we'll see what we can do. Who is this? This is our daughter marrying off some random person. Sure, okay, fine. Vassal levies have been raised for quite some while. We can still... oh, we can imprison our cousin now. What have you been doing? Have you been... let's have a look at the factions. My cousin... yeah, it looks like you're trying to start something. Do we have any intrigue going on? We've got a plot. You're trying to kill my son. Yeah, it looks like we definitely need to do something about you. What have we got here? I'm having dinner with plenty of drinks with... Who are you? You're a marshal, but you're not mine. I'm most charmed by himself. Why would anyone else not immediately stop our conversation? Why else would I not immediately stop our conversation? Which has slowly begun to touch upon something almost heretical ideas. I think he's trying to recruit me into the wrong society. I think he's trying to recruit me into the cult, which we don't really want to do, so we should not speak of this anymore. Can we actually get any more retinues yet? Yes, we actually can. We've got some space. Get some more archers and more elephants. Get some skirmishers. I always like the heavy infantry. Let's go for that. Let's get the heavy infantry. That'll do. Heavy infantry is always good. Let's just not be leading anything for the moment. There's really no need to be. So I can righteously imprison you, can I? Oh, you've converted somewhere. Right, where are you currently? You are... residing... oh, you're this guy. Yes, giant pain in the arsehole you were before, I remember. Sure. Do you know what? Let's just try and arrest him. We might get lucky. Ah, we got him. Excellent. So you own... you're the Duke. Where's the de jure duchies? So yeah, you're the Duke, but these are owned by different people, which I guess is fine. And what about this duchy down here? This is owned... yeah, they're both owned by the Duke, which is fine. These are all owned by the same... oh, they're not all owned by the same person. They are mostly. This is how it's supposed to really work out, you know, is that you've got one duchy that's owned by several people. We can actually get a claim on this now. Mind you, we still wouldn't have a ducal claim on it anyway. You grab some of this. It's just a big mess at the moment. There's a lot of border gore here. And we're going to have a truce with this guy unless he dies off, essentially. Now, this war, this is a war that is... this guy here, this is our spy master. And our spy master is actually at war with this guy. He's gone at it all on his own. So we might even get this province without actually having to do any work for it, which is quite cool. So what we should probably do in that case is actually go ahead and reposition our Chancellor up here. Get that instead. And also, I wish these windows would go somewhere more useful. We can proselytize somewhere else now. We've actually converted quite a lot of these provinces. We're doing well. So what have we got here? This is another one of our daughters. We can have become ambitious and we become bitter rivals. Make your move at the right time. we get out of patience. No, let alone on our own. There's no point in taking a penalty hit for a daughter. Collected a special tithe. Messengers tell of a traveller who recently arrived random somewhere I can't pronounce. He's a scholar requesting an audience, claims to be a renowned teacher, willing to impart his knowledge on your children. He does have a lot of learning, I'll give him that. Intriguing, bring him to court. Traveller teacher bows before you, I humbly greet thee. Come with an offer. For a modest sum, I would be willing to impart one of my many skills onto your son, Gamer Cowboy, for I am a scholar of both Confucian classics and surgery. So give him learning. Give him one learning. Oh, and he could become a poet. Or he could become a erudite. We just give him learning +2. Mind you, I mean, that would give him a learning +3. Church opinion's not all that useful, but there again, there aren't that many poets, so the same trait opinion's not all that useful. Let's go and do this one. Plenty of money. We should also probably... let's just pause up to do this. We'll just have a quick look and see if we can upgrade any of our holdings. We should probably as well upgrade the hospital. We really hadn't done that for a long time. Let's not spend all of the money, but what could we do? We could upgrade the barracks. That's a lot of money, though. Let's upgrade the stables, or castle fortification. It's probably worth it. I mean, it's quite cheap. Having the castles upgraded is not a terrible idea. We could just straight up... Well, let's get the castle town first, and then we'll upgrade the keep. And that'll just give us straight up bigger armies, essentially. We're already up to 12k. Still a lunatic. Don't think that's going to change. Excellent. So how are things going at the moment? We're at our domain limit. We decided to introduce a new law. Let's go for the Turnip Act. Haven't done this one before. The new law has been written, and your couriers are even now distributing it to all of your vassals. You admire your handiwork. Whereas the turnip represents the very best qualities to be found in society, and whereas it is of fine texture, particularly when boiled, it has been proven to remedy all ailments known to man when consumed. Therefore, I, Gamer Cowboy the Third, the Fourth, decree that the turnip shall henceforth be used as currency throughout the realm, taking the place of gold, silver, or other precious metal. These shall be instead be turned over to the crown for immediate disposal. Excellent. Although it doesn't actually impact anything, because you'd think that we'd just get like a massive amount of money from that as they turn all of their money in. Do you wonder if anyone actually takes these laws seriously, or if they just know we're a raving lunatic and basically just ignore us? How are you doing in your war here? Can we actually tell how it's going? You actually... well, it's your war, isn't it? You are the guy, the young, yeah. And the war score is 48% in your favour. Looks like we're going to get that province. This is my wife, sick again. Call for the physician. So I guess you're sieging that out, are you? We're paused. Are you making any siege progress there? It's really hard to tell. Yep, no, you are sieging that out. Excellent. That's going to work well. Castle fortifications have been built already. Let's go and get that white tiger. Probably won't. So the castle fortifications were done here. So we could go ahead and spend... Let's save up a little bit. These are all quite expensive. There again, the war elephant pens. Let's get those war elephant pens. Oh, you've done a conversion already. Excellent. Can we move you again? We can. Let's try and get this done down here. And then we'll just work our way north. That'd probably be the best way of doing things. Yeah, that'll be really good if those guys get that on their own. Saddle my horse. We've spotted the white tiger. We've got a claim over here. That's going to cost us pretty much all of our gold, but let's go and use it anyway. And we're going to reassign you. You're just going to basically perform statecraft. Do we have anyone that we'd particularly like to suck up to? This is our son. Like an education focus. Let's go struggle. Let's get you betrothed as well. You are 6. Any genius... Well, that would be genius if I could even spell it. Any geniuses in the realm? You are a genius. You are 8. You will do. Let's sort that out. Okay, so... what was I about to do? I've completely forgotten something. No, completely not a brain fart. I looked at the size of armies. You guys were winning the war. Gathered your followers, gone hunting. Yep, there was something that I was going to do, and it's just completely eluded me. Spend week... Okay, so we can become humble. Gives us some monthly karma. Or we can become... Well, we don't really become arbitrary. How are you guys now doing? You are 80% in favour. Excellent. Getting the stuff so that I don't have to. You want to marry my daughter off to this guy? Fine. This is our son again. You can be Marshal. Special character actions possible. Introduce an heir to the realm. Sure, let's do it. Get that lovely free prestige. Vassal inheritance warning for this... What, the entire duchy? Because your heir is actually this guy. And your heir is that guy. Interesting. Why is he your heir? We need to make sure we get that back, don't we? We can gain 1 learning on him to owe somebody a favour. Sure, let's do it. We can always pay off the favour. What have we got here? We can become wounded. We can ask for help, so we'll owe somebody else a favour. We're now a drunkard. So that's not so good. Luckily, it hasn't reduced our stewardship enough to be over the domain limit. Yeah, over the domain limit. Have you guys won this war yet? Looks like he's got a close friend. Excellent. What are you up to? 92%. You're doing well. You're just going to go and sit on the capital now, aren't you? Which is probably the best thing to do. Alright. I've just got bored of reading these events after a while. This is the thing. So after you've played this game a fair few times, the events just kind of... They're all the same. So you just kind of look at this thing, you mouse over and go, okay, what happens? What changes do I get? So this is with a random vassal. Just an opinion change. Big deal, you know. That's what I was going to do. I've just remembered, actually. I was going to go up here, have a look at the realm tree, and see if there are any powerful vassals that we really need to suck up to, which we don't really need to do. Most of them actually like us quite a lot. There's a fair few women here, actually, who are in powerful positions in the realm. This guy doesn't like us because he's arrested, which is fair enough. This guy wants to be on the council. He's actually a pretty good steward. Not steward, chancellor. He's not as good as our current chancellor, but... I mean, I guess it's worth putting him on the council still. So we will put him on the council. That makes the most sense to do. So let's do that. This is our daughter. She's actually a brilliant strategist. That's a good result. Still building up the retinue here. That will take a bit of time. So we've got a couple of weak claims that we can press. So there's a chance that he can become brooding, or a low chance for him to become timid. Oh, we'll gain the prestige. And he's become brooding. Oh, it'll give him an intrigue. So what are these weak claims that we can press then? So we've got a claim on what? We've got a claim over here, apparently. These are the ones that we fabricated, yeah. So we've got these 2 claims here. But we can't declare war on you. Well, we can declare war on you, but it'd be a massive truce break. Although we've actually got... Well, no, we would fall slightly under the 2,000 prestige if we did it. So, we probably shouldn't. This is our daughter. Let alone on our own. We don't really need to get involved. So what is your line of succession here? Your heir is your son. He doesn't have anyone else after that. Your wife is... Your wife's actually a liege to my kinsman. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I wonder if we can get you... Can we get... Okay, can we get rid of the kid? Yes, easily, with the look of things. Let's see if we can get rid of the kid. There's a few people here that we might have to, you know, grease the wheels a little bit. You want a little bit too much money there, so we won't be asking you for that. Okay, unpause. How much plot power can we get without bribing anybody? Already over 150%. I don't think we need to bother bribing anyone. So if we can get rid of the kid, then it'll go to back to him. And then we get rid of him and it goes to his wife. We get rid of his wife and it goes to someone who's actually our vassal. Spend time training the dog. That's fine. You guys must be over 100% war score now. 99%. No, you're getting there. You've done another proselytization. That is excellent. That kid's not going to last long. We are paused. Proselytize. You haven't flipped the thing over though, have you? That's the problem. You've usurped the title. There you go. He's actually taken it. Excellent. Good work. We failed. But the plot remains unknown, which is good. We didn't get discovered. So that's always a good start. Okay, we're going to give it another attempt. Oh, someone suspects my involvement. We will try again, though. Got to get rid of him. The other good thing is if we do manage to actually get rid of the king, then we can declare war again because it'll reset the truce timer. So it's not a bad idea to try and do that anyway, if we can actually pull it off. Okay, now you're telling me that you've managed to proselytize and do another conversion, but you still haven't converted the place. Starting to believe that you may not be being honest with me. Is this plot still going ahead? Yep, it is. We're still at 153%. Gaining extra health because of my hunting focus. Excellent. Somebody else has just joined now. So almost 167%. So do you have any more? You do actually have a daughter. So we might need to get rid of the daughter as well. Right, approve the plan. Be successful this time at least. Yeah, he hates me now anyway. This is our Chancellor. Would like to invite you to join me for a small gathering. Sure, why not? I mean, we are a drunkard after all. Success. Okay, we got rid of him. So your heir is now... Who is this heir? Is that your daughter? That's not your daughter. Why are you suddenly the heir to the realm? Who on earth are you? Certainly spice things up a little bit. Why are you the heir? Who are you? Let's look at your family tree. It's not even in your family tree. Don't know who that is. That's quite confusing. Let's auto invite to plot. How much plot power can we get here? More than it looked like we could have done. I fear our rivalry is straining my commitment to my feudal duties. To know that my hard work enables a rival of mine to live a safer, better life is putting a strain on me I would gladly have removed. I want this to bury our rivalry in the differences that I may serve you better. Excellent. Good stuff. Right. So, can we bribe some people for a reasonable amount? 15 gold. 15 gold is a reasonable amount. Oh, wow. You've got 86%. For 28 gold, yeah, you're in. Who else can we get? 3% is not really worth it. Let's just unpause it a minute and let that sort of just rebalance itself a little bit. I mean, that's 184 plot power. That should be enough. That should be enough. Right, pause up there. This is betrothed can marry. This is our daughter marrying this guy. Yeah, that's fine. Looks like we're going to attempt to get rid of that kid again. Keep the information to myself. That's our chaplain, who'll probably end up getting killed off sooner or later anyway. That's the marriage getting sorted out. Success. And I didn't find out either. So, you... Oh, and you died as well. Interesting. Now, this is what we kind of wanted to... This is weird now. So, who are you? Maybe this must be something to do with the whole this must be something to do with the whole Chinese thing, because we've got like a random Chinese emperor or king on this throne now. That's weird. Okay. Well, that does reset the truce timer. And it does split the kingdom up into a few little bits and pieces. This is separate as well. Who is your... Right, yeah, so we've got this. This is two separate kingdoms now. Oh, this is going to make life a lot easier for us. We'll be able to take 2 bites out of this. But we'll do that on the next video. So, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you're still enjoying Crusader Kings 2. Once again, a very big thank you to my Patreon supporter, Gamer Cowboy, for sponsoring the entire series with his generous donation on Patreon. I'll see you guys next time, and until then, goodbye for now.